So today I will be showing you how to make a felt donut. I'm first going to use a circle cookie cutter that I purchased from Walmart. I will outline 2 circles on a tan piece of felt. Now I'm outlining the circles with a disappearing ink pen that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. But once I'm done with the outline, I will then cut out the 2 circles, and this will be the base of your donut. From there, once the base is cut out, I'll move on to creating the frosting. Now, you can choose whatever color frosting you want to go with. For this donut, I went with a baby pink felt because I was making them for Valentine's Day. So the frosting, I'm going to use a donut cookie cutter that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, which I believe can be found in the baking section. But once I'm done outlining the frosting, I will move on to cutting it out. But I definitely recommend this cookie cutter. You can use this for the whole donut if you want to. Even for the base, I just like my donuts to be a little bit bigger, so I use a bigger circle for my base. But from there, I will lay the pink circle on top of the tan felt, outline the small center circle onto the felt, and I'll do this for both tan circles, which will create that hole for the donut. Once I have the small holes cut out, I will then lay the frosting on top of one of the tan circles. Make sure you are lining up that center hole. Then this is when I will start to attach the frosting to the base of the donut. I will take my matching pink thread and I bring my needle up from the back along the edge of the pink circle. And then from there, I will want to come down just a bit onto the pink felt before pushing the needle back into the felt. You will then move your needle over just a little bit before bringing your needle back up through the felt again, making that same exact stitch. I will do this stitch along the whole edge of the pink circle. This is just making sure that frosting is attaching to the base of your donut. Once I get back though to my first initial stitch, I will then want to secure everything that I just did. So I will flip my donut around and I will take a bit of felt with my needle, and before pulling that thread all the way through, you will want to run your needle through that hoop, not once, but twice, which will then create a knot in your thread and secure all the stitches that you just made. And there you go, you have frosting on your donut. Now you can definitely stop there and make the rest of your donut, or you can give your donut a little bit more detail, and this is the time to do it. So for this one, I want to do white sprinkles. So I will use 2 threads to embroider the sprinkles onto the frosting. Making sprinkles is very easy. It's just doing like a running stitch along the felt in different spots. You don't have to be precise on how many you do or where they go or how big. Just keep adding sprinkles until you think it looks good. But once you are done with your sprinkles, you will want to secure all those stitches. So turn your donut over and take a bit of felt with your needle. And before pulling that needle all the way through, you'll run it through that hoop, not once, but twice, and then pull tight. And then cut off the extra. And now it's time to connect the donut bases together. So again, you will want to match up your center holes, and you will take your matching thread that matches the base of your donut and start at the hole in the center first. I will take my needle and I go between the 2 pieces of felt and push my needle through the back piece. This will allow me to hide my knot, and that's at the end of my thread. And then I will come up and over the back through the center hole of the donut and then take my needle and push it through the top piece and come up between the 2 pieces again and pull tight. This will be the start of your blanket stitch. So from there, I'll move my needle over just a bit before pushing my needle through both pieces of felt this time. And then before pulling that thread all the way through, run your needle through that hoop and then pull tight. You will continue to do this blanket stitch along the edge of the center circle, but once you get back to your starting stitch, go at least 2 to 3 stitches past before securing those stitches, okay? Which again is just running your needle through that hoop not once, but twice before pulling tight. Now at this point, don't cut off that extra, okay? Instead, I will feed it through the donut between the 2 pieces so that I can start to do the blanket stitch on the outside of the donut next. Okay, so from there, you will take your needle and push it through the back side and come up and over that edge, and then push your needle through both pieces of felt and then pull tight. You will then move over a bit, push your needle through both pieces of felt again, but before pulling it all the way through, you'll run your needle through that hoop and then pull tight. You will continue to do this blanket stitch along the whole edge of the donut, but make sure to stop every now and then to stuff the donut with polyfill. So the polyfill I'm using is nothing special. I purchased it at Hobby Lobby in a big plastic bag. It works perfectly for my felt food. I believe you can get it at any craft store or order it on Amazon, whatever works for you. But when it comes to stuffing felt food, I just stuff the food until it's nice and firm. But you don't want to overstuff because it can pull on your seams, and you don't want that to happen because once it starts pulling, it will create a hole and you'll be able to see all your polyfill inside. So just kind of stuff it where it gives it, shape, some firmness, but don't go too crazy with it. Okay. But you're going to do that along the whole edge of your donut, all the way around, doing the blanket stitch, stopping to stuff. But once you get back to your initial stitch, make sure to go at least 2 to 3 stitches past it before securing all those stitches, again, by just running your needle through that last hoop, not once, but twice before pulling tight. Now, in this situation, I never cut my extra off. What I will do is I will run my needle through the donut and then cut the thread. It just makes it so much cleaner, and it guarantees that no thread will start to stick out. So just run it through your donut before you cut it off. And there you go. You have a donut. Now, if you decide to add any toppings like whipped cream or fruit, I make those separately and then I glue them on top of the finished donut. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and thanks for following along.